In the frozen silence of a training rink in Heerenveen on the morning of February 17th, 2026, the speed skating world, and everyone who has followed her journey, felt their hearts drop when Kamila Sellier crashed violently during a high-intensity 1,000-meter time trial session. The 24-year-old Dutch rising star, already being spoken of as a future Olympic medal contender, lost her edge on the final turn, her skate catching the ice at full speed. Her body twisted unnaturally, slamming into the boards with a force that echoed through the empty arena. She lay motionless for several terrifying seconds before coaches and medical staff rushed to her side. The session was immediately stopped. Kamila was carefully immobilized on a spinal board and airlifted to a trauma center in Leeuwarden. Initial reports confirmed a severe concussion, fractured ribs, a dislocated shoulder, and significant bruising along her spine and pelvis. Doctors later described the impact as potentially catastrophic, noting that only the angle of her fall and the quick response of the team likely prevented paralysis or worse. As Kamila begins what will be a long, painful road of surgery, rehabilitation, and mental recovery, let's take a deep, heartfelt look at the young woman behind the helmet. The girl from Utrecht who dared to dream big, the family that carried her through every doubt, and the quiet fire that has kept her fighting even when the ice itself seemed to turn against her. Kamila Sellier was born on November 3, 2001, in Utrecht, Netherlands, the middle child in a family where winter sports were less a hobby and more a shared language. Her father, a former recreational speed skater, and her mother, a physical therapist who understood the toll of high-level training, recognized early that their daughter had something rare. Kamila's older brother Lars competed regionally in short track, while her younger sister Mila followed in her footsteps on the long track. The Sellier household revolved around early mornings at the ice rink, late-night drives home, and endless encouragement. Kamila started skating at 5, first for fun, then with growing seriousness. By age 12, she had switched from recreational classes to the National Talent Program, training under coaches who saw in her not just speed, but an almost eerie calm under pressure. Her junior career was meteoric. She won European Youth Olympic Festival gold in the 1,000 meters at 15, then dominated the Junior World Cups, setting junior records in both 1,000 and 1,500 meters. She made her senior World Cup debut in 2019 at just 18, finishing top 10 in her first 1,000-meter race. The breakthrough season came in 2022-23 when she claimed her first World Cup podium, bronze in the 1,000 meters in Salt Lake City, and earned a spot on the Dutch senior team for the World Championships. She was never the loudest name in the room, quiet, focused, almost shy off the ice, but on it she was explosive. Powerful starts, flawless technique, and a closing kick that left competitors stunned. By 2025, she had multiple World Cup medals, a European Championship silver, and had become one of the most consistent 1,000-meter skaters in the world. Heading into the 2026 Olympic cycle, she was widely considered the heir apparent to the Dutch sprint legacy, ready to challenge for gold in Milan Cortina. Off the ice, Kamila has always kept her personal life softly guarded. She is not married and has no publicly confirmed husband or long-term partner at this time. In the few interviews where she has spoken about relationships, she has said simply that her focus is on skating and personal growth, that love will come when the time is right. Her family remains her center. Parents who still attend every major competition they can, older brother Lars who helps with mental training and motivation, younger sister Mila who trains alongside her and shares the dream. The Sellier siblings are exceptionally close. They often train together, travel together, and lean on each other through the highs and lows of elite sport. Kamila has spoken with deep gratitude about how her family never pressured her to succeed. They simply believed she could, and that belief became her foundation. Kamila's lifestyle is that of a young, elite athlete who understands the cost of every decision. She lives in Heerenveen, near the TL Stadium, the beating heart of Dutch speed skating, in a modest but comfortable apartment shared with a teammate. Her days are built around structure. Early ice sessions, strength and conditioning, bike training, physiotherapy, nutrition planning, and recovery work. She eats clean, high protein, low sugar, lots of vegetables, sleeps with military precision, and spends her limited free time reading, journaling, listening to music, or walking in the Dutch countryside. She is not flashy. Her social media is sparse and purposeful. Training clips, gratitude posts, occasional family moments. No extravagant spending or constant spotlight. Just a life designed to protect her body and mind for the demands of her sport. Her net worth is still growing, estimated in the low six figures, 300,000 to 600,000 euros, earned through Dutch Skating Federation stipends, World Cup prize money, modest sponsorships from local brands, and occasional appearance fees. She lives frugally, saves diligently, and has spoken about wanting to build security so she can one day give back to the sport and support young skaters the way she was once supported. The crash on February 10th, 2026, catching an edge on takeoff, the violent twist, the sickening impact with the boards was devastating. The concussion was severe, the fractured ribs and dislocated shoulder painful, the spinal contusions terrifying. Surgery was required within hours to stabilize the shoulder and address internal swelling. Doctors have been cautiously optimistic. No permanent spinal damage, but the recovery timeline is long. Months of immobilization, followed by intensive rehab, with no guarantee of a full return to elite competition. For a skater who had finally broken through to the top tier, who had tasted the edge of Olympic contention, this injury feels like a cruel theft of momentum. Yet if there is one thing we know about Kamila Sellier, it is that she does not surrender. She has risen from every fall, every doubt, every moment the ice seemed to betray her. And she will rise again. As we send strength, patience, prayers, and healing to Kamila Sellier, at 24, already a national treasure, a daughter, a sister, and a young woman carrying the hopes of Dutch speed skating. Her story reminds us that resilience is not about never falling. It is about how you choose to stand back up. It is about trusting the body, even when it has betrayed you. It is about believing that the next glide, the next start, the next finish line is still waiting. If this tribute to Kamila Sellier's inspiring journey, her devastating training crash, and the quiet courage she continues to show moved you or reminded you of the beauty in fighting for dreams, please like the video and subscribe for more emotional stories about the athletes who refuse to let the ice win. Your support means everything. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Heal strong, Kamila. The Netherlands is waiting for you.